Hello guys, you alright? This is Red Pill Phil, looking rather dusty. I've just been rubbing down all the sills and the skating boards, ready to undercoat. So guys, at this point it's the 8th of February. I went to PAG last Saturday being the 2nd of February, where ITV showed up. They come and seen that it was a totally positive and proactive event, opening day, with a true cause, legitimate concerns. They filmed it, they went away, they phoned back up to say, in order to show the footage, we need safeguarding qualifications. Now, even if that was the case, you would have thought to save them 2-3 hours work, they would have asked for that before they actually got in the car to come down to Rochdale to film the actual event. You don't go to all that trouble and film all that footage, interview all them different people in order for all the footage to be kind of null and void because of a qualification. So you would have rung up first and then you would have checked that if that was your protocol, and then you would have gone down. So it does seem that a bit of intervention has gone on, but you know what? That's fine, because we know what these tricks that the mainstream media play, and this should not surprise us, although it's one of the most hateful things you can do. So, but at the end of the day, it's not going to stop me playing my footage. So I've got plenty more footage coming up now with Mike. So here you go, guys. The more they neglect to show, the more I will show. I've got Dawn Bland interview to show. I've got Billy Howarth interview to show. I've got Philip Lafferty from Voicing CSA to show. I've got Linda Phillips interview to show. And I've got Janaea English. This was all on the day. It would be very interesting to see if I get all that footage processed and uploaded before ITV and its multi-million conglomerate media centre gets its arse in gear and shows a 2-minute footage that we would probably break it down to anyway. So let's see if this is the challenge. Let's see if I can get all my set of interviews out before these mainstream deceivers get theirs out. We'll see. This is Red Pill Phil. Like and subscribe, and please follow PAG UK, Parents Against Grooming in Rochdale. It's so important. The mainstream don't want you to know, but I'm going to keep shouting it. Love you all, even the pissing haters. Hello guys, here again, PAG UK. We just had the opening, very exciting day. Now I'm here with a special guy, a survivor himself, a man who's put a lot of work and effort into helping the people of Rochdale. How are you doing, pal? It's been a long time.
I'm good.
Are you alright? You in a good place?
Yeah, better than I was.
Yeah?
Better
Yeah?
than I was.
Highs and lows, fair to say?
Highs and lows always.
Yeah.
But ultimately I had to go back to
What you were doing?
what I'm doing. So obviously you'll know over the past couple of months I've been doing some work with Billy.
Yeah.
A lot of work with Dan, a lot of work with survivors. With massive results, massive turnarounds in people's lives and whatnot. So it's been good, but to finally see this open, to see the shop open today it's awesome, you know what I mean?
Amazing, isn't it?
It's good for the people of Rochdale, it's good for people who are struggling and just need a little bit of guidance in life, do you know what I mean?
There's a place for people now, mate.
Yeah,
You know, that was never there. And even before it was open, when they were still sorting and rooting
People were
out,
coming.
people were knocking
People
on,
were
what's
coming.
this about? And all they had was a tarpaulin on the window, so you could tell it was I always say it's a Field of Dreams moment, if anyone's ever seen that film. That statement, build it and they will come.
If you build it, you will come.
Come.
They're coming.
They're coming.
They're coming.
You know, they've got like an in-book there, and every time I come up, look, there's been more, there's been half a dozen people, this person, that person. With what you're doing, mate, how could you envisage Rochdale without this service and what you guys are doing?
I couldn't. I mean, in terms of awareness, this is an ideal place.
Yep.
It's an ideal place because, with what I plan to do with the PAG shop is Somewhere down the line, we're going to be running awareness projects in terms of raising awareness around online safety for kids. Obviously, you know what I do, so it's online safety for kids, drop-in centres, you know, things for parents to be able to learn about how to lock the kids' devices down. And we're going to do this all for free, because this kind of stuff should be free. It should be free to be able to learn how to protect your children, because there's a lot of nasty people online, and there's a lot of nasty people who will, you know, attempt to groom children. So this is a really, you know, it's a really good thing.
How bad is it that you've got members of the public that have to do this? Members of the public have to take themselves out of their own personal experiences in order to get this voice out. When you've got a council building that's probably less than a mile away from this location, it's absolutely doing jack, right?
To be honest with you, mate, local authority don't care. It's a numbers game to them. And while I'm not going to call individuals out, you know the troubles that have been had in Rochdale. They have no credibility. Billy's been doing this for 5 years, probably longer in fact. And you know, he said right in the beginning, I will have a walk-in centre in Rochdale, and he's done it. He's done it. He set out to achieve something, and he's done it.
Fair play to him.
Not only that, you know, we founded Survivors Matter, which is another part of you know, it's just another sideline as to what we're doing, and we're working closely with survivors to, one, empower them, but two, let them know that they're not alone. You know, survivors of sexual abuse go through a lifetime of torture, and it's important that we're engaging with them people and helping them to move forward in their lives in whichever way we can help.
Certainly, mate, well said. I mean, you're looking there now, you're talking probably, what, 99% of the people in there are survivors from one instance or another. Now, these people, even though they've gone through what they've gone through, you walk in there, how happy is everyone in there?
Everyone's happy because they know that they can go there and they don't need to feel like they're, you know, in any way, shape or form a minority.
It's a comfort zone, isn't it?
It's a comfort zone. I mean, you know, we're running, the peer-to-peer support group is now run from the Pag Shop under Survivors Matter. So we're running peer-to-peer support groups every second Tuesday of the month, helping, you know, survivors of sexual abuse and sitting down and checking people are all right and giving them an opportunity to speak. It's groundbreaking for me. You know, if you look at the impact, what could be done with this place if this was to be flat packed and put in every district across the UK, the impact that would have would be amazing.
Groundbreaking, mate.
Massive.
I get it through the comments section. I wish Billy could come up to my city. I've got council papers, and it's like, that's a frustrating bit, because Billy is so bogged down with trying to get this open and established and worrying about the cost that it would to incur all that he hasn't got the facility to yet roll it out. But that is ultimately what he wants to do. So if anything, mate, if anyone's watching now who want or are intrigued by this protocol that's coming out now, how can they get involved in their local? What advice would you give them to roll out something like this in their home city?
Speak to Billy. That is Billy is the driving force behind this, and he always has been. He's got an amazing team of people behind him, and the thing is, we all support each other. Yeah, that's the thing. We all support each other. You know, Billy's a survivor. I'm a survivor. The majority of the team are survivors. Yeah. So the way I'm looking at it, if you guys are wanting to do something in your local area, speak to Billy, contact Billy, and we're already looking at expanding into another area. I've had that conversation with Billy this morning, so there's a lot of potential for the future.
There's a lot of different people looking at what's going on here. They're not saying too much, but they're looking like with one eyebrow raised, as if to say, what's going on over there? That looks all right. That looks like an initiative, that needs to be done. I mean, one last point, mate. We've just had ITV that have waltzed in Rochdale, filmed it, waltzed back out again. No council attendance, no nothing. Now, that's going to go out at 4 o'clock today, I do believe. Same again. Unless they're now going to the council offices to get, retort from them, what do you think about PAG? How bad is that a TV crew come waltzing in and out of a borough without any council representation on an issue that the council should be frigging representative of?
On an issue that the council aren't representing, the council aren't doing anything in terms of trying to trying to tackle this issue. It's all good council leaders saying that they've consulted with survivors, and you know who I'm talking about. Consulted with survivors and spoke to survivors.
Alan Brett!
Spoke to me, you've not spoke to us, you've not even sat down with us, you've not entertained us. So we'll do it without you, we don't need you.
Yeah.
With the people are behind us.
There's a level of militancy now in order to get this done without their help now.
Oh yeah, of course there is.
I know Billy's got that.
Fuck him, sorry,
Yeah.
but
No,
it's
it's
not,
right, get it out, mate.
It's not about that. It's not about that. If you're not willing to back survivors, and survivors will stand up ourselves.
It's like you're not going to let them be the factor that stops you moving ahead with it.
We're resilient. We're resilient, and the reason we're resilient is because we've had to get to where we are ourselves. No one's helped us.
Because
No
you're
one's had our
survivors.
backs. We're survivors. We got through shit that you guys couldn't even begin to imagine.
Yep.
And to any survivors out there, if you are struggling, just contact us. Contact PAG UK. Contact Survivors Matter. There's you're never alone. Never alone.
Mate, it's been a pleasure as ever to see your smiling face, and I'm glad you're in a better place now as well.
It's been a bit of a mad time, Phil.
Mate, so
We're
believe,
getting there. We're
but
getting there.
that is the story of a survivor, isn't it?
Yes.
The ups and downs. No matter how happy someone seems, what is going on inside is a different matter. That's the story,
the
innit?
downs literally just make the ups so much more better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yep, certainly, mate.
Thanks for your time, Mike, as ever. You're a
Nothing but
freaking
love.
star, mate. Any last words if people want to follow you, what you're
If
doing?
you want to follow my page, Darklight, on Facebook. Yep, I'm a paedophile hunter. Last word of advice for anyone who is watching this: if you have young people and they have devices, please check your kids' devices, because you don't know. If you don't know who your kids are talking to, then who are they talking to? Could be anyone.
Dangerous. You've got to be very,
Dangerous.
very
Very
wary.
much so.
Thanks for your time, mate. You're a
Thanks,
star.
Phil. Have a nice
one.
day, pal.
You too, mate. This is Red Pill Phil here at the PAG Walking Centre opening. You can see it's very exciting, a lot going on. There's going to be more footage to show. I love you all, even the pissing haters. God bless.
Jack, 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 Jack.